stop looking for trades on every single candlestick. Keep watching to find out why. Traders, welcome back to day 41 on the Road to 20 PA video series. And today was a great example of why you need to watch out when you find yourself looking for trades on every single candlestick in every single trend. You're just looking to make a trade when there's nothing really there. And today again was a great example of that. As you can see, let's look at the 10K tick chart first. Actually, it looks like a big trading range, and in trading ranges you're supposed to buy the highs, sell the highs and buy the lows. And 10K tick chart, this was all day today. As you can see, we're up, down, up, pretty sideways. No clear trend in either direction, no clear bias. It's just a range. Again, sell the highs, buy the lows. But if you look at the 2000 tick chart, you can see it's a little bit harder to identify that it's a trading range. When you're zoomed out like this, sure, it's easy to tell. But when you're trading, no one trades the charts like this. You're more zoomed in. So if we zoom in the beginning of the day, it looks like an uptrend, but it's not really an uptrend. I mean, yeah, you can buy here, maybe right here, but again, it flattens out. You can see bars are in the middle of the EMA. It's going up and down. It's back and forth. You get to the high of the trading range, and then it reverses down. This looks like a downtrend that you can sell in, which you can, but again, you got to remember, it's going to reverse at the bottom of the trading range levels. And if you're looking for trades on every single bars, you can get chopped out in this area right here. You can get chopped out in this area, especially right here, thinking it's still an uptrend, and you're buying too high up in the move, or you're selling too far down in the move, like right here. And you just need to be patient. Today was a great example of that. I only took my one and only trade at basically 2 o'clock, which is when I get off every day. So it took me a while to get the market read correctly, but once I identified there's a trading range and that prices are going to reverse at certain levels, I got the right read on the market, and I finally made my one winning trade for the day at the very end of the day, which is okay. Sometimes it's better to be patient, and it's better to be safe than sorry. But let's get to the live trades today. All right, guys, starting the video as I'm going to take my first trade of the day, 55.75. 57.50. See if we can get a good signal bar right here. Good close. Trigger. Let's see if we can get in on this trade.
Order filled.
And we are filled. What we were looking at here was 2 legs down in this uptrend. We need to get to the top of this uptrend. Pretty bullish. We're also in more of a range-like structure today. And then we have 2 legs into extreme, and then we have a higher low confirmation off EMA and trend line. Let's see if we can get the scalp real quick. Trend line held really well right here, so it's a good trade to get long on, because you know your trend line is, or your stop loss is protected by this trend line that's holding 1, 2, 3, 4 bars and a 5th time even right here. So it's going to be tricky to stop it out, but we do have a little bit of resistance here. We're almost there, and we're filled. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a runner. Again, we're working higher. If we zoom out, you can see that all day we've been in back and forth, up and down, up and down. You can even draw a pretty big trading range, something like this. And as you can tell, we're coming off the lows of it a little bit, and we should get more to the top. I don't want to draw this because it's way too big to trade anyway, but I had it in the back of my mind. I know we're going up and down, up and down, up and down. These uptrends and downtrends, they're not even playing out with new extremes. So if we zoom back in, you can see that this downtrend right here, it got a break and it couldn't even get a new extreme. So it's not a strong bear market. There's not a lot of sellers, even though we moved down so far, because this downtrend couldn't even get a new extreme. Now it did. There was kind of a 2-leg down kind of thing. So we have first leg down, pull back, second leg down, and then after that 2 attempts, market moves in pairs of 2s. So 2 attempts to the downside. After that, sellers will throw the towel in, and you can expect some correction back to the top of the range. But let's see if we can get a runner going.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen will slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, summertime's in bloom. I stand up beside the fireplace, take that.
Stop filled.
And we got stopped out. It's looking like it's going a little sideways. I did draw this resistance here. I wasn't too hopeful in the runner because as soon as it touched the equal high level like it did last time, it shot down. So indicates that prices are struggling to push through there. But again, what we're looking at was 2 legs down and this uptrend. The reason I drew this uptrend so wide is because we have these 2 legs right here. And if this was going to reverse and get a new extreme of this downtrend, it would do it after the measure move. And the fact that we push further past the measure move ends over, if you draw this trend right here like this, with these highs, it pushes so far past the high of this trend line. So obviously this trend line's not holding and that trend isn't valid. So you have to draw something bigger. It's going past the measure move, way more bullish pressure than you anticipate. So you have to adapt and expect that there's a larger uptrend in play and that this downtrend isn't going to get new extreme anymore. And then you see a 2-legged correction to the other side of the trend line. Again, this trend line holds 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then with the higher low, it holds a 5th time. I think I said 4, but pretty safe to go long over this bar. Again, your stop loss goes 1 tick underneath this bar, so right here, and your stop loss is protected by the EMA, which is holding prices, and the trend line, which is definitely holding prices. So pretty safe stop loss protection. Quick, easy scalp. We didn't get a runner, but it is what it is. I will see you guys when we take our next trade. And there you have our one and only live trade for the day. Again, guys, you just want to be super careful about where on the chart that you're trading, because again, if we look at the chart again real quick, it's very hard to tell what the bias is in this entire area right here. I mean, yeah, we have an uptrend right here, but we got a break and new extreme, and now you're in the middle of no man's land, and you can't really tell whether to sell or buy. You can't tell if prices are going to bounce at this like resistance level right here. Let's draw it just to be safe. You don't know if prices are going to bounce from here. They consolidate around here. It breaks through. You basically have to be okay telling yourself that, listen, I don't really like this downtrend. Like, let's just take this downtrend, for example, right here. This bigger one right here. You have to be able to tell yourself that, like, listen, I don't really know which direction the market is going in at the moment today. I don't really want to trade this downtrend. And I'm not looking to trade this downtrend. I'm just seeing what the market does so I can pick up a more clear bias, and then I can make the trade that I want to make. So you don't want to get stuck making decisions at the wrong points. You got to really understand the bias and what the market's doing before you make a trade. And that's why I waited till 2 o'clock today to make a trade, which is fine. It worked out for me. Some people trade different ways, but that's just the way I like to trade. I would highly recommend it. And if you guys are still watching, that means you probably liked the video, which means you should definitely hit that like button and subscribe down below, or even leave a comment. I will be sure to get back to you, and I like to see what you guys think about the trading day and about these videos. Again, I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys had a great trading day, and we will all get rich together. Peace.